Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The topic of my presentation of research paper is network attacks and possible security mechanisms. The abstract of this research paper defines that security is a major part in registering and systems administration innovation. The most importantly thing of each system's outlining, arranging, fabricating and working a system, it is the significance of solid security arrangement. System security has turned out to be a more vital to PC clients, associations and the military. With the coming of the web, security turned into a noteworthy concern. System security is happening to awesome significance in light of licensed innovation that can be effortlessly procured through the web. There is a lot of individual business, military and government data on systems administration frameworks worldwide, and these require diverse security components. In this paper, we are attempting to think about most various types of attacks alongside different various types of security systems that can be connected by the need and design of the system. When we introduce this system or this research paper, the accessibility means the authorized users are provided the means to communicate to and form a particular network. The second thing is confidentiality. It means the information in network remains private. Disclosure should not be easily possible. Authentication ensures the users of the networks are the must be the person who they say are. Integrity ensures the messages not being modified in transit. The content must be the same as they are sent. The non-repetition sense ensures the user does not refuse that he used the network. As an example shows in the slides of the research paper, a typical security implementation designed to protect and connect multiple parts of corporate network. This is the most common design as according to the area of the network. An effective network security plan is developed with the comprehensive of security issues, potential aggressors, required level of security and variables that make a system powerless against attacks. This means associated with understanding the synthesis of a safe system. PC innovation is increasingly universal, and the entrance of PC in the public area is an appreciated advance towards modernization, yet society should be better furnished to think about difficulties related with the innovation. There are different types of attacks as we discussed in the introduction of research paper. These are passive attacks, monitors an unencrypted traffic and searches for clear content, passwords and touchy data that can be utilized as a part of different kinds of attacks. Active attack tries to sidestep or break into anchored frameworks in the going correspondence. This should be possible through stealth, infections, worms or Trojan horses. The distributed attack requires that the present code, for example, Trojan horse or a backdoor program, to a confided in part or programming that later be circulated to numerous different organizations and client. Distribution attacks center around the pernicious alternation or equipped programming. Insider attacks means the company's inside attacks. The activities of insiders are the insider attacks. The close-in attacks involve someone attempting to get physical close to network components, data and systems, keeping in mind the end goal to take in more about a system. And the spyware attacks is a serious computer attack threat. Spyware is a program that monitors your online activities or introduces program without your assent or without your authentication for benefit or to capture individual data. Phishing attack is the hacker creates fake websites that look exactly like a popular site such as SBI Bank or PayPal. The phishing part of the attack is that the hacker at that point sends an point when the client endeavors to sign or with the record data. Hijack attack, a hacker takes over a session between you and another individual and disconnects the other individual from the communication. The spoof attack, the hacker modifies the source address of the packets or sending so that they appear to be coming from someone else. Password attacks tries to crack the password stored in a network account database or password protected file. There are three types: the dictionary attack, brute force attack, and hybrid attack. Dictionary attack utilizes a word list document which is run down of potential passwords. Brute force attack is that point at which the attacker attempts each conceivable mix of characters. And the last one is exploit attack. This type of attacker knows a security problem within an operating system or a piece of software and leverages the knowledge by exploiting the vulnerability. There are different technologies for providing the security to the network. These are cryptographic systems. Now they are widely used tool in the overall the world. The next one is a firewall. This is a typical border control mechanism or perimeter defense. The reason for firewall is to scare movement. All things considered, however, it could likewise to be utilized secure activity from within. Firewall is used in different security purposes. The next one is driving security to the hardware level. It is the Intel developed platforms likewise incorporate a few correlative security advances incorporated with numerous stages parts, including processor, chipset, and range interface controllers like NICs, etc. The intrusion detection system is an additional protection measures that helps ward off computer intrusions. IDS systems can be software and hardware devices used to detect an attack. The anti-malware software and scanners, different viruses, worms, and Trojan horses are all examples of malicious software or malware for short. Special so-called anti-malware tools are used to detect them and cure an infected system. A secure sockets layer, SSL in short, is a suite of protocol that is standard method to accomplish a decent level of security between an internet browser and a site. SSL is intended to make a safe channel or passage between the internet browser and the web browser. The dynamic endpoint modeling represents a profoundly new way to look at IT security. It models every device on your system so you can comprehend ordinary conduct and rapidly make a move when a device begins acting anomalous. The last one is mobile biometrics will play a bigger role in authenticating users to network services, one security official anticipated. These are rising on portable endpoints either as applications that accumulate clients' practices or committed highlights on versatile endpoints that output individual highlights. They discuss some advanced network security policies. Making security in clouds environment means that we develop a security systems in clouds environment where there is a cloud technology used like Intel trusted execution technology. Intel TXT is a particular intended to the solidify stages against hypervisor, firmware, BIOS, and framework level attacks in virtual and cloud situation. The next one is zero trust segmentation adoption. This aggressive method to community security video display units each piece of information visible under the idea that each file is an ability threat. The next one is Trend Micro Threat Management Services. This is a clever protection community infrastructure, provides modern actual time protection from the cloud, block coding threats easy earlier than they reach a consumer PCs on agencies community, so they are not in the safe mode. Finally, we conclude that security is not a very easy topic. Everyone has a different idea regarding security policies and what tries of risk are perfect. The important thing of constructing a comfortable community is to outline what protection means to your need of the time and use. As soon as that has been defined, everything that is going on with the community may be evaluated with admire to that coverage. It is essential to construct systems and networks in any such manner that the consumer is not always continuously reminded of the security device around him, but customers who discover protection policies and structures too restrictive will locate ways around them. There are one kind of types of attacks and the safety rules and also developing with the advancement and the growing use of internet. On this paper, we are trying to look at those unique varieties of attacks and penetrate our system. As the threats are increasing, so for comfortable use of our system and net, there are various different safety guidelines also are developing. On this paper we have point out a number of the safety regulations that may be used often by using number of customers and a few new enhanced traits that fits to the today's more penetrating environment. So finally we say that protection is absolutely everyone's enterprise and handiest with absolutely everyone's corporation, and intelligent policy and consistent practices will it be achievable. So our thought is our idea is to remove the security attacks, the attacks that harmful the system. So this that's all we have tried to discuss more easy to understand with you. Remembers me in prayers. Thanks you and Allah.